Hello everyone, welcome to the Cloud Careers YouTube channel. And this is the session 7 of our free Linux learning sessions. So in the previous session, we have seen about the process, what is a process in Linux, how to identify the list of processes that are running in the Linux, and what is load average, and how to see the list of process and the process utilization with respect to CPU memory, and all these things learned. If you remember from the beginning of the sessions, we are talking about in Linux, everything is a file and all the files are operated by commands. But we know how to create a file, how to delete a file, and how to copy a file and how to rename a file. But we never seen how to update a file or edit a file. So in Windows, it's a very straightforward thing. If you want to create a file or if you want to read a file, it's a very straightforward thing. If you want to create something, you'll come here, you'll type on this, you'll say, welcome to real-time DevOps with AWS training. And if you want to save it, all you do is you'll click on file and you'll save as, and you'll just save it. That's it. That's all. The file is saved. But in Linux, it's not like that. It's not like that. So just like how Notepad is a file editor, okay? So for example, in Windows, so text editor is Notepad, right? By default. Although you have this Word, all these things, but the default editor is Notepad, right? Similarly, even in Windows, even in Linux, you have the editor is, and the name of the editor in Linux is, okay? So the default editor that comes with system is VI. And there are other advanced tools as well, VIM, NANO. Okay, so this is how you can, using these editors in Linux, you can edit a file. Okay, so you can edit a file using this editor, the same operations we can do. Copy the lines, search a particular word, search and replace. Search and replace a particular word. Let's try to see how to edit a file and how to update a file and how to search and replace a file. If you want to start your career in cloud and DevOps, Linux is must. So if you want to start with Linux, you should know how to edit a file. And if you are someone who is absolutely new to Linux, definitely you feel that editing a file is little challenging task. Even when I started my career 10 years back, even I felt little challenging when I learned it for the very first time. So I'll ensure that we'll try to learn it in a better way. All right, that's it. So let's start. So how to edit a file? So it's VI, name of the file name. I'll try to show how to do that. Let me connect to the server. Let me connect to the server. Okay, let me connect to the server. So I have a file ls-ltr cat example.txt. This is a file, and this file has DevOps and cloud are booming in the industry and has huge prospects. And in the cloud space, AWS has huge market. And then we have trained more than 1,200 professionals. A lot of things we have said and done. Now let's try to see what can be done better. Okay, now if you want to edit a file, all you need to do is you need to type VIM or VI or nano. Anything is fine. I prefer going with VIM. So VIM, name of the file, in my case, example.txt. Click on this. Now the file is open. Now the file is open. Now I want to add a line. Okay, for example, let me try to create a file, touch linux.txt. So the file is created, Vim. I'm editing the file. I'll show you in a fast forward way. And again, I'll try to show you things in detail. For example, I want to edit a file. So if you want to edit a file, I am demonstrating how to edit a file in Linux. And if you want to save it, you need to type escape WQ exclamatory mark. That's all, cat linux.txt. Boom, you have edited the file and you have edited the content. So I have shown you the things in a fast forward context, right? Before that, let me tell you this. If you want to understand how editing a file works in Linux, you need to understand how how editor works in Linux. What are the modes that are involved? In Linux, editors with respect to VI, VIM, Nano, editor works in 3 modes. The first mode is escape mode, and the second mode that we talk about is colon mode, and the third mode that we talk about is escape mode. Okay, it is escape mode. So what is the difference between all these three? When to use this? Okay, so if you want to execute any operations on your file, all you need to do is VIM file name. And then if you want to edit something, or if you want to insert some text into your file, you need to go to a mode called as insert mode. Okay, you need to go to the insert mode. So this is the insert mode. Let me copy this. It's not escape, it's insert mode. This is the insert mode. So the editor works in 3 modes. First mode is escape mode, and the second mode is colon mode, and third mode is insert mode. So whenever you want to insert some content, or whenever you want to delete some content from the file, you need to ensure your editor is in the insert mode. Then what is this colon mode? Whenever you want to execute certain sort of operations, like search a particular keyword, or search and replace a particular keyword, and search and replace the first occurrence of the file in the entire file. Whenever you land into such situations, whenever you want to execute that queries, you need to be inside the colon mode. So then what is this escape mode? So whenever you want to go either to insert mode or to the colon mode, you should go through the escape mode. Okay, so first you need to type VIM file name, and then you need to type escape key. Once you type the escape key, it is a gatekeeper. Okay, once you type the escape key, if you type I, okay, if you type I on your keyboard, your system will go to the, okay, your editor will go to the insert mode. Then you can enter the content, you can type the content. And again, if you want to go to the colon mode, again you need to type the escape, then it goes to the escape mode back. Then if you want to do any sort of search operation, search and replace operation, after you come to the escape mode, you need to type the keyword key colon on your keyboard. Once you click the colon, it goes to the colon mode. Then you can execute the commands of your choice. And once you execute, you can switch back to the escape mode. That's how it is. Okay, so let's try to see that. Okay, so in Windows, if you want to save something, what you do, save, right? In Windows, for example, if you don't want to save, cancel, right? This is how you do in Windows, right? But in Windows, we go with commands. Okay, we go with commands here. W indicates save, Q indicates quit. Okay, WQ indicates save and quit. Okay, you need to end the expression with exclamatory mark always. Okay, so save and quit is like save and come out. So instead, if you just mention it as a Q exclamatory mark, it says that, okay, without quit without save. Quit without save. Okay, so these are the 3 things. Let's try to see things in action. Now I would like to edit a file. So what I'm gonna do is, let me go back to the server. Now I would like to vim editing a file .txt. Okay, now I entered. Okay, now if you see at the bottom left of my screen, you can see editing a file.txt, right? Now, if you want to enter some content, okay, if you want to enter some content, or if you want to edit some content, you need to be in the insert mode. If you want to go to the insert mode, first you need to be in the escape mode. Okay, because escape mode is a gateway. Okay, but you cannot go from colon mode to insert mode, or insert mode to colon mode. This is strictly not possible. Okay, if you want to colon mode, it has to through escape. Again, if you want to go to insert mode, from colon mode, come back to the escape mode, and from the escape mode, go to the insert mode. This is how you can switch between the modes. Now let me try to show you. Now I would like to edit it. Okay, if you want to edit, you need to type the escape button on your keyboard, and then you need to type the letter I on your keyboard. Then it goes to the insert mode. Let me show you that. Now I'm gonna type the in escape key and then the key I. At the bottom left, you can see that it went to the insert mode. Now let me try to show you. So welcome to Linux sessions, and Linux is must if you wish to start your cloud and DevOps career. Okay, so I wrote the file. Now I want to save the file. How can I save the file? Again, if you want to save the file, you need to execute the commands like WQ and all. So I want to save and quit. Since I want to save and quit, I'll try to go to the command mode. So right now you are in the insert mode. You will type escape key. So you will go back to the escape mode. And once you go to the escape mode, you'll type the key semicolon, then you'll get the colon mode. Sorry, colon, then you'll go to the colon mode. Let me go back. Now I'll type escape key. And the moment you type the escape key, the bottom left insert has been went. Now I'm going to type colon so that I went into the column mode. Please look at the left bottom of my screen. I typed the colon. Now I'm going to type W. W stands for save, Q stands for quit, exclamatory mark, end of the expression. Done. Now cat editing a file.txt. Can you see this? Now again, I would like to show you. Now I would like to add one more line. Now I'm saying I don't want to save this line. Okay, in Windows, you open the text notepad, you wrote some content, and you don't want to save it. You'll click the cancel button. The moment you click the cancel button, you'll get an option. Do you wish to save this, or do you want to do, or you wish not to save it? Don't save. You'll click don't save if you don't want to save whatever is being written, right? Since the time you open the file. Similarly, you have written something and it's mistake and you don't want to save the file. So you want to go back to the state where it was when you do a VIM. So you can type escape colon, look at the bottom of my screen. You can type Q, Q stands for quit, exclamatory mark. That's it. So save without quit. Okay, quit without saving. No cat editing the file. Can you see this? Now, if you see this, you have edited the file and you have saved the file. And accidentally, if you edit something, you also know how to quit without saving. Without saving. All right. I hope this is useful. Now, we also need to know a few more things that are very much important with respect to the shortcuts. These are very important. So let me try to show you that. Okay, these are the operations that are in escape mode and colon mode. So this is what I would like to demonstrate. So when you are in the escape mode, you can search for a particular word, or you can copy a number of lines and you can paste the number of lines, and you can delete, you can undo. Undo is just like Control Z option. So a lot of people will think that there is no undo option in Linux, but yes, if you are editing a file, there is also an undo option. Let me try to show you how to search a particular word or how to copy or how to paste. Okay, so whenever you want to search a particular mode, you need to be in the escape mode of the file and then type the / and then search for the particular word. Let me try to show you that. Okay, so cat example.txt. Okay, so example.txt. So cloud and DevOps are booming. Now I would like to search the word cloud. Okay, if you see there are a lot of occurrences of cloud. Okay, now let me try to search for this particular word. So Vim. Okay, now I would like to search for this particular word. So if you want to do some operations, you need to go to the, okay, these are something in the escape mode. So type the escape key and put a /. Look at the bottom of my screen, you can see got the /. Now I would like to search for the word cloud. That's it. Now, can you see this? It's going to show. Or for example, if you want to search for the word DevOps, can you see this? It's showing the word DevOps, wherever you have the DevOps. Now, for example, if you want to search escape key / cloud, that's it. Can you see this? This is how it's just going to show you the list of occurrences. Okay, if you want to look for the particular occurrences, or if you want to search a particular word in a file using VI or VIM editor, you can use the / and search for the particular keyword. This is just like your Control F option in Windows. That's fine. Now, how can I copy a number of lines? Okay, how can you copy a number of lines? So coming back to the screenshot, here YY stands for copy a particular line. Or instead, if you say NYY, it is going to copy n number of lines. from the place where you have placed the cursor. So YY stands for copy, P or NP stands for paste the line or paste the number of lines that you have copied. So for example, I'll come here, I'll say what I'm going to do is I'll come here. I'm placing my cursor here. I typed escape key. Okay. And I'm typing YY. Okay. YY stands for copy. And I'll come here and I'll say PP. It's pasted. Can you see this? I typed 2 times, so it has pasted. Can you see this? This is how you can copy and paste it. For example, I don't want to save it. I'll come back and I'll open it again. Now I would like to copy 5 lines from here. Escape 5 YY. Now it has copied. You come here and just say 5 PP. Pasted. Can you see this? I typed 2 times. All right. This is how you can copy and paste a number of lines. Okay. So for example, you are editing something. Okay. Like you are editing something and you don't want to save them, or you just want to do an undo. Escape U. Can you see this? You went back to the previous state. I can show you one more thing. I type something. I'm in the particular line. I type escape key. I type U. That's all. You went back. Okay. This is just like undo option in Windows. Okay. It's just like a Control G option in Windows. Now the next operations that I'm going to show you are on the top of column, like search a particular keyword, which we already saw. Okay. So you can also put a colon and can search for the particular word. That's also doable with colon mode. And what I would like to show you is I would like to show you how to search for a particular keyword and replace it. Okay. A lot of people will think while doing a search and replace. Okay. If you want to do a search and replace, you need to use %s, look for the particular word and replace it with the particular word. Okay. Then if you do this, it's going to search and replace all the particular occurrences of word 1 in each and every line. Okay, which means let me go back. Okay, so let me go back. Vim. I'm gonna type escape colon. Now I'm gonna type %s, search for the word cloud and replace it with cloud, capital letters cloud. Okay, and put a /. Now if you hit enter, can you see this? The word cloud is replaced everywhere. And if you might think, why only the first occurrences are replaced? Why only the first occurrences are replaced? So whenever you're using %s, okay, it's going to only replace the first occurrences of the particular word cloud only for the first time in each and every line. Okay, and if you see this, okay, you can see that only the first occurrences of the word cloud is getting replaced with capital letters cloud. Okay, but the second occurrence is not changing. And if you want to execute, okay, if you want to execute each and every line, all the occurrences in each and every line as well, then you need to use something called as G. Okay, and if you say if you say G, it's going to search and replace globally across the file. Okay, G stands for global. Can you see this? Even here it has replaced. Okay, so the only difference between using %s and without %s is, okay, so when you use %s, you're telling the editor to search for the entire file. Okay, whether it can be the first occurrence of the line or multiple occurrences of the line. If you don't use %s, you're telling to search only in the particular line where your cursor is placed. For example, let me go back. Now I'm placing my cursor on last line. Now I'm gonna type, okay, I don't use %, yes, cloud. Now it's going to look only on the particular line where you have placed the cursor. Now I have placed the cursor at the bottom of the line, right? Observe the bottom line of the file. Can you see this? Only this particular line has been changed. Whenever you want to do any sort of search and replace operation with respect to particular line, ensure you place your cursor on the particular line and do that. But if you don't use /g or global at the end, only the first occurrence in the particular line will be replaced. Okay, let me show you. I'll put a G at the end of the line after a forward slash. Now look at the last line. Now it's going to replace both the occurrences. Okay. Observe the word cloud. Okay. That's how you can enjoy the options that are available in VI editor. Okay, if you are a new guy to Linux, definitely you feel that editor is a little tricky option. I hope this diagram is really helpful to summarize. So VI or VI or VIM editor works in three modes: escape mode, colon mode, or insert mode. And if you want to insert some content or delete some content, you need to be in the insert mode. If you want to go to the insert mode, you need to type the key escape on your keyboard, and the moment you keep the escape keyboard, you will go to the escape mode, and then if you type I, you will go to the insert mode, so you'll get an option to insert the content. Okay, and once you're done with this, if you want to save the file, you want to type wq colon wq, which means you need to go to the colon mode. If you want to go to the colon mode from the insert mode, you cannot go. You need to type the key escape, which moves you back to the escape mode, and again in the escape mode, type escape and type the key colon so that you goes to the colon mode, and then you can execute all the instructions. So W stands for save, Q stands for quit, and WQ stands for save and quit. Okay, this is the short session about how to use an editor in Linux. Okay, in the next session, we are going to talk more about networking in Linux, how to see the IP address and how to download something, how to install something, and what are the available options in internet. What are the available options of installing patches? What is a patch in Linux? All these things we are going to cover in the session. I hope you like the session. In case if you like the session, please hit a like button and ensure you subscribe to the channel. This motivates us and helps us to post more videos further. And thank you. Thanks for your time. I'll see you in the next session. See you. Bye. Signing off.